All right, guys, the next few months are going to get rough. They're going to get bad. We knew this would happen. We knew winter would be the time when they strike, all right? Winter would be the time when things really hit because that's when people are vulnerable, all right? And they're more willing to go along with what needs to be done, all right? So winter is happening and we are now being threatened by Saudi Arabia, all right? So it seems like the relationship with Saudi Arabia is quickly deteriorating, all right? It seems like the end of the petrodollar is within arm's reach, all right? It's very, very close. Saudi Arabia has recently warned that they want to join the BRICS nation, right? Or the BRICS currency. So the BRICS nations have been forming a global currency to compete with the United States dollar. And Saudi Arabia has announced interest that they want to join this BRICS currency and become a part of it and potentially drop the petrodollar. All right. So this would be huge. And this isn't even the big news that they're warning for Americans, but this is happening right now too. So this could be huge because then dollars would no longer be used for global markets, global trading for oil. That's why most countries have a lot of dollar reserves, is so they can buy oil and trade on global markets very easily with United States dollars instead of their own currency. All right. So with Saudi Arabia signaling that they will join the BRICS nations and accept BRICS currency, right? That opens up the pathway for the petrodollar to be phased out, all right? So we're seeing a lot of movement right now. Saudi Arabia is a huge player, and they are also threatening the United States, saying that it is going to be very painful for the United States in the coming months, all right? So they're saying for the US consumer, for you, it is going to be very painful, all right? And they're saying because gas prices are going to rise, all right? If we already, regular gas prices have been dropping relatively, but they were extremely high, okay? They were at $5 a gallon in some places. They were at $8, $10 a gallon in some places. So having them come down is relative, okay? But also, diesel prices have not gone down. So a month ago, diesel prices were $4.90. Now diesel prices are $5.32. All right. And I was warning you of these diesel shortages that are happening in New England and New York. All right. Biden has declared or has taken emergency measures to stop exports out of New York Harbor of oil. Okay, that's how desperate the situation is getting. Is the White House has stepped in and saying we are going to stop you from exporting oil out of this port. Okay, out of New York. So this is huge. This is deteriorating very quickly, and Saudi Arabia is warning this. They were saying that this is the price to pay for depleting your strategic oil reserves, and he was saying that the U.S. has been depleting our strategic oil reserves, which is true. And it has been to offset global markets because prices should be higher. But we've been putting these reserves on global markets to ease the pain, ease the price. And he was warning that the U.S. reserves are almost up. And this is completely true. An article just came out saying that there's only about 21 days, 20 something days until the US oil reserves completely run out, right? This is very eerie, very sketchy that we are this low. We are allowing our reserves to get this low. At the same time, we are begging other countries to increase oil production, to not cut back because OPEC has completely cut back on their oil production. We are begging all these other countries at the same time, and we just need to increase our own oil production. That's all we need to do. America is the biggest oil producer in the world, right? In the entire world. And that's with our throttled capacity. We're still the biggest one. And if we really went all in, we could really drive down the oil markets and really bring gas prices down, diesel prices down, which affect everything. Even a lot of the clothes we wear are made of synthetic fossil fuels and synthetic plastics and stuff like that. A lot of stuff, like everything we touch, everything, you know, your phone is made out of fossil fuels, your phone case, your plastic phone case, everything is made out of fossil fuels. This affects everything, much less the transportation of it and movement of all the goods as well that are being affected. So he's warning that pain is coming to the United States, all right, in the next few months, right? So are you ready for that? Countries like France are already implementing gas rationing where you can only have a certain amount of gas, or you can't actually fill up gas containers. You can only have gas inside of your car. So you can't fill up any containers of gas to mow your lawn or start your generator or whatever. It's very serious that this is happening. All right. And this is affecting everything. Even the price of wood is going up. A lot of people are turning to alternative energy sources like wood stoves, all right, which are a very good idea, honestly, a very good idea. Something we've been using. I feel like we need 2 wood stoves, honestly, or a bigger one or something to really get the heat going. And it actually does use quite a bit of wood when it is cold, right? And the price of wood has been going up. I've seen people saying that for a cord of wood, they are paying over $400. And then the companies are also telling them that they need to stack the wood too, and they're charging them hundreds of dollars as well to do that for delivery and stacking and all this stuff. They're charging them another $200-300 for that. So it's not cheap. Even wood is expensive. You could, compare that to a propane tank or a giant natural gas tank, whatever you have, a giant tank on your property. You could compare it. What's more economical for you to fill up right now, all right? You might have both, all right? Or you might not have a choice. You might have to use a wood stove. So let me know what you're doing to get prepared, guys. Everything is going up. These gas prices are not going to go down. And Saudi Arabia is threatening that they're going to go up. They're threatening to leave the petrodollar. So big moves are happening. Saudi Arabia has a lot of geopolitical power and geopolitical pull, especially with the United States, okay? So let me know what you guys think. What are you doing to get prepared for this winter? It's very cold here already. I got a flannel on and a coat on, and I'm still a little cold, all right? So it's getting cold, guys. Get prepared now. Stock up on all your heating stuff now. And thank you guys. You guys have a big old blessed day.